We've got breaking news from the NFL. The New England Patriots are trading quarterback Mac Jones to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 6th-round draft pick. Our insider Jonathan Jones reports the Patriots are expected to take a quarterback at number 3 in the draft next month, ship Jones back to his hometown of Jacksonville, where he will back up Trevor Lawrence. Jones's career got off to a promising start after getting drafted 15th overall in 2021, finishing 2nd in Offensive Rookie of the Year voting, but it all went downhill from there, ultimately leading to his benching last season in favor of Bailey Zappi. Let's bring in our NFL insider Jonathan Jones to discuss this. First, JJ, your initial reaction to the news here that Jones is set to become a Jaguar.
So Jacksonville was really the only team with a legitimate offer out there for Mac Jones. So other teams may have had some interest if you're going to give us Mac Jones for a bag of chips, but Jacksonville, a 6th-round pick, had been discussed. I believe they're still exactly ironing out those details, and this trade will, of course, go through on Wednesday. But not a surprise at all that Mac Jones' tenure in New England is ending. I think that was very clear back in December that that was going to be the last that we were going to see of Mac Jones in New England in the 2023 season. And to go to somewhere like Jacksonville, where there is an entrenched starter that he is not going to, intimidate or threaten, where everyone knows that Trevor Lawrence, the #1 overall pick from a couple of years ago, is the guy. It makes some sense that hopefully Mac, who his issues were really kind of between the ears last year, that he can get out of New England, that he gets a change of scenery. Not only a change of scenery, but as you know, Jeremy, his hometown of Jacksonville, Florida. And so there will be some familiarity as well as some comfortability, probably more importantly. And so I think that this could be a very good fit for Mac Jones.
And he goes to a coach who is renowned for working with quarterbacks very well, Doug Peterson. Now, what does this move mean for Jones overall? I mean, because now he goes from being a round 1 pick to looking like it's going to be a career backup role for him.
Well, and look, we've seen this before where quarterbacks who were a top pick and then they have to go and resuscitate their career somewhere and take a couple of years maybe and then wait for their opportunity. And so this is what it was going to be for Mac Jones. There was really no chance that he was going to be a week 1 starter on any of the 32 teams with the tape that was out there on him. I mean, really, there was no way that it was going to happen. So he had to have prepared himself for this eventuality. I'm going to have to go somewhere where I will be at best QB2, probably battle for that in training camp, and then if and when he gets his opportunity, go out there and prove that he has recuperated as a starting quarterback. You know, there's not going to be anything really beyond that. He's probably going to sign a new deal in 2025 elsewhere, but you know, he has to get through 24 first. So that is what I see for Mac Jones right now. It's all about just trying to prove that he is not the broken quarterback that we saw in the second half of this past season.
And looking at the latest mock draft from Ryan Wilson, he has the Patriots taking J.J. McCarthy. Not sure McCarthy's going to go that high, but in terms of the Patriots, what's next for them? Is this a need that they address in the draft, do you think, J.J., or do they maybe look at something in free agency?
Well, they can do both, Jeremy. They can absolutely go out there in a couple of days and sign a veteran quarterback, a Jacoby Brissett, perhaps a Joe Flacco if he doesn't return to Cleveland. Those would be 2 of the top veteran quarterback options out there. Maybe Sam Darnold with his familiarity in that division. And then, of course, you can go out and draft someone with the #3 overall pick. The Patriots, of course, like anyone who's drafting in the top 3, think, well, we're not going to be back here anytime soon, so let's go ahead and get that guy for the future there at #3. There, of course, will be teams that are going to be willing to trade up. You can talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. You can talk about the Denver Broncos, the Minnesota Vikings, all grouped there in that sort of 12 to 14, 15-ish range. Could they try to go up and get that quarterback in the top 3, perhaps. But, you know, a couple of schools of thought, still plenty of time to determine that. But I wouldn't at all be surprised if they go out and get a veteran quarterback in free agency in a couple days. And then, of course, that certainly would not preclude them, no matter who that veteran is, from going out and drafting a quarterback in the first round.
Our NFL insider Jonathan Jones joining us to discuss the breaking news. The New England Patriots set to trade quarterback Mac Jones to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 6th-round pick. Thanks, JJ. And, of course, JJ on top of all of this stuff as we get free agency approaching this week. As we take a look at the first-round quarterbacks from that 2021 draft, I mean, other than Trevor Lawrence, I don't know if you can see any of these guys panned out. We know the Zach Wilson situation with the Jets hasn't been ideal. Trey Lance, the Niners. I mean, Justin Fields, could he be the next quarterback traded? Lots of rumors about what Chicago is planning to do because they have the #1 overall pick. And Mac Jones, we know his future. It's going to be part of the Jacksonville Jaguars as a backup to Trevor Lawrence for this coming season.